Welcome to the 17th tutorial on HTML and CSS. In this tutorial, we'll be going through divs, classes, and IDs. So the first thing I'm going to show you is divs, and we're going to make 3 of them. I'm going to do this for, say, an online newspaper. So we're going to have 3 sections. We'll have sports here. I'll close that off. And of course we need headers for the other divs. There and there. So I should explain what divs are really. It stands for dividers, and it's just a way of breaking up the pages. Breaking up this page, for example. We're going to have 3 sections if we're a newspaper. We want sports, gossip, and politics. 3 categories that we're going to have. So we're going to open that up, and that's how it looks at the moment. So we want some room for these divs though. We'll go into our style sheet, and just like we did with everything else, all the other elements, we go to div, and for this one we're going to set the width of 500 pixels for each div, and the height for 500 pixels as well. Go back, refresh, there you go, 500 pixels, 500 pixels, and there's 500 pixels. One thing I haven't shown you yet is that if you right click in your browser and go to inspect element, and you can scroll through here, and it will show you, for example, the size of the div. You can see over here it's telling me 500 pixels, and you can go an element down and it'll tell you, look, you've got a header named gossip, and this will come in handy later when we're trying to find out problems and why things aren't working properly. It's just something to bear in mind for now though. So if we go back, it's not really, it's fine for now just calling the divs, but say we want sports to be different to gossip. Well, how do we do that? We use what's called an ID selector, and we're going to call this one sports div, and we need obviously IDs for the other 2 as well, so we'll just copy and paste this down here and over here. I'm going to call it gossip div. This one's going to be politics div. We're going to save those. So at the moment they've all got the same attributes, but say I wanted sports div to do something different. Well, what I do, I put a hash in front of it, which is Alt-3 on a Mac, and then I open up my curly braces, and then everything inside here will just apply to that div. Say I wanted the background color to be black. Go background color black. This will only apply to the sports div, so if you don't believe me, I'll go back here, refresh, and there you go. Say we wanted to do the same for the other one. We go politics, and we needed one for, was it gossips? Yeah, it's gossips. We've got a gossip div, a politics div, and a sports div. That one's black, so this one can be green as well, I guess, and this one can be purple. Why not? Save it, go back, purple, and it's green. We'll save those, and if we come back here, another thing I was going to show you is about classes. And basically what happens with classes is, if you want, say, 2 elements to have the same attributes, you'd use classes. ID is for when you want really only that individual element to have a certain attribute. So if we change this to class, we'll call it sports gossip, and over here it's also going to be sports gossip. So now everything that applies, we need to change this to class, everything applies to here will also apply to here if we call this class. To call a class, you use the dot notation, so you put a dot in front of it, and then we need to call our class, which was sports gossip. So I'll do that now. I'll open up the curly braces, and we can go, we need to get rid of these for a minute, just to show something. And we go background color, that shouldn't be there, purple. So now the sports and the gossip should both be in purple. There you go, sports, gossip, and the politics is still in orange. Well, the title's in green, but anyway. And that's basically all I wanted to show you today. To refresh, we've been through divs, what they are and how they work, IDs and how we can use them, and the difference between IDs and classes and when to use them on which occasion. That's it. Stay tuned for the next tutorial where we'll be doing more work with CSS so we can create some cool effects and make the website look nice. Alright, thanks a lot for joining, and I'll see you soon.